Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a little abandoned house or home exploration. There's a barn. This is an old farm over here. There's a barn. There's some grain silos, I believe. And there's a house back there behind all those trees. And I came out here last year and I looked around and I don't see one no trespassing sign at all. And there's no gates, nothing's locked up. But first I'm across the street and I'm going to check out the garage here, what's left of it. Like I said, I was here last year. I recorded video, but I didn't do any audio. I didn't think about it at the time. So check out this side here. And when we came out last year, we panned around, there's this row of trees right here. And when we looked on the other side of the trees, we found a bee colony, a small bee colony. So I'm wondering if, and it was active also, even though this house is abandoned, the bees still survived and kept going. So I'm curious to see if it's still here. It's kind of cold right now, but it's pretty much something. Oh, look at this. They're still there. They're still active. I don't want to get too close. But yeah, the bees are still going strong, if you can tell. And there's 5 containers or whatever you would call them, hives or colonies, but there's 5 of them, and it looks like there's activity in all of them. That's surprising. I'm surprised they are still active with no one tending them. Like I said, they were here last year, and I don't want to get too close. I don't want to get stung. That's pretty cool. So let's go back around here. Let's go check out the garage. Like I said, I've been here before, so I kind of know what to expect. But hopefully there's no wildlife in there that is going to surprise me. Last year when we went across the street to the barn, there was a couple owls in there. I startled them and they startled me. So hopefully I'll be a little more ready for that. So let's go check it out inside. So this inside looks like a typical garage. There's some roofing supplies here and some old tires. But there's a couple rooms back here. So hopefully there's no extra wildlife added from last year. Here's the old bathroom. So in the roof. There's some birds up there, I can hear them. They sound small though. I don't mind seeing the owls, I just don't want to be attacked by them. I don't want to give them any reason to attack me. So this floor is kind of shady. But we'll check it out. There's a big hole in the floor. I'll fall through the floor. Cool, seems alright. But definitely not going in there by any. Whoa. The old sink. I guess they used this as a makeshift house back in the day. I can't really tell how old this is. This is the door that fell down. Can't really tell how old this place is or how long it's been abandoned. I think I found a calendar on the wall in the other building, and I'm not going back there. That floor looks totally out of it. So it's not much worse condition than it was last year. Obviously a year of weather has done a little bit more damage. So let's go check out across the street. So we're across the street now, and there's what's left of what was a gate, and here's an old lock and things like that. But there's a way to walk through there. And like I said, I don't see any no trespassing signs. So let's go check it out. So here's an old barn, and this is the building right there that I walked in on the owls and we scared each other. So let's go check out what's on here. And this house and this property is literally down the street from where I live. Probably a good 20 miles at least, but it's right down the street, and I didn't know it was here until like last year. Uh-oh, I hear the owls in there already. Oh, there he is. Can you see him? Oops, there he goes. Yeah, at least I was kind of ready for him. I didn't see him in this building last time though. I think that's it. Oh, here comes one. Oh, another bird was effing with them. Yeah, I don't know how aggressive owls are. But I don't think there are any more in here. So was this like a stable sort of? It's about the height of where a horse's head would be, I'm guessing. And there's some old trash. I mean, it's not that old. I mean, there's a vacuum cleaner box. So I can't really gauge how long these people have been out of this place. There's an old aquarium and things like that. But for all I know, somebody might have come and dumped their trash here that didn't live here originally. That seems like it kind of might be what this was. Just found a good place to dump some trash. So at least I was ready for the owls. Let's go check out the other buildings. Stick our heads in here. Look for owls first. I think I scared them away. So there's some old furniture, some dresser drawers, things like that. I hear something creeping up there. These owls are pretty big. I don't want to have to fight one off in their talons and things like that. So that's what I'm most concerned about. So yeah, this room just has some old drawers and stuff in it. I mean, look, there's a fairly recent cat food bag. So it's really hard to tell. But the technology here is like really old school. The structure and things like that. And I'm not going to walk too far back there. A handmade shelf for the door. Because I don't want to get tetanus. I don't want to step on a nail. And it's just basically old wood and lumber and stuff like that back here. But I think this might have been part of a stable. There's an old school ladder or whatever on the wall. All right, let's go check out the other building. I'm definitely looking for snakes too, because for the most part, there have no people out here to disturb them. But it's kind of cold today, kind of cool. So hopefully I don't walk up on a snake in the grass here. So this is the room I walked into last year and found the owls, but I think they're all gone. I don't see anybody up here in the rafters. An old workbench, looked like they did some piping and things like that. And I don't think there's anything in here. The roof is creaking, which is kind of making me sketchy. The little house on this side of the road is a little more interesting. There's a couple cool things I want to show you guys. Yeah, I don't think there's any owls in here. Hopefully not. Oh, fuck. A bunch of old tires, things like that. Lots of animal droppings. This is more or less the first time, or second time if you count last year when I came out here, that I've done an abandoned building exploration. Some old farm equipment right there. Oh, I missed him. There was an owl right there. Damn it. At least he went the opposite direction. Ugh. Cool. Lots of droppings everywhere. Some feathers on the ground, things like that. And birds are chirping outside, man. There's some more. Cool. I don't know what the ball of rags on the roof is, but that's enough of being in here. Let's get out of here and go to the house part. Here's the old propane tank for the property. This is the building we just came out of. That's the stable or barn, whatever it is over there. And I believe behind it is an old fireplace. So maybe the original house stood right where I'm standing now. And these other structures are secondary structures. They never rebuilt the house. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think I walked around it last year and there's no way in. And there's a little storage shed right there. But this is the little house we're heading towards right now. So here's the entrance. So here's the entrance to the house. And we walk right into what was the kitchen. There's the old door. The windows. And the interesting part is you can see how old school this is. This is probably from the 40s, maybe the 50s, construction-wise. Giant bird nest up there, and the cabinets and cupboards. But how many of you guys know what these are for? These would pull out at an angle. This one's stuck. I'm not gonna force it. This pulls out, and it's like a storage bin. But does anybody know what those are for? I believe they are for dry goods, bulk, like flour or rice or wheat or whatever you would have in the house, maybe sugar, probably flour, but I think that's what those are for. If anybody knows specifically, let me know. Some rodent and insect residue here. So this is just the kitchen and a bedroom, I guess. There's a bird's nest. And should I go up there? Hell no, I'm not going up there. So, from what I remember, I thought this one was a little bit bigger, but I guess not. It's just that poor guy didn't make it. It's just old school, hand built construction, 2-room house right here. I believe that's the well right there. I'm not going to get too close. I don't really feel like pressing my luck and falling in. So here's a pan around. Old laundry line for the drying clothes. I'm sorry. So I wonder what this place looked like back in the day when it was actually a functioning farm and it wasn't all overgrown like this. And you can see some of the masonry or stonework right there for the main entrance to the house off the road. Would be the main entrance. You can kind of see where the driveway was. There's some remnants of where it used to be. So yeah, that's it for my first abandoned home exploration video. If I find any more in the area, I will definitely check them out, as long as they look fairly safe and there's doesn't look like I'm trespassing. I will I'll definitely check it out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and I will see you guys later.